70 miles a gallon on nothing but vegetable oil. Sounds strange? Well, meet the inventor who's looking to change the way we fill up our tanks.
This is good, this is good. We can run this, that's good, that's good. We're gonna have to filter the chunks out of this one.
And if he figures out how to get up to 100 miles per gallon, he could win millions. Fueling your body is one thing. Fueling your car should be simpler. Unless you're interested in scoring your share of a $10 million prize, that is. That's what's waiting for the winners of the Progressive Automotive X Prize. It's a competition to build a safe, affordable car that gets 100 miles a gallon. Come on, Detroit automakers. Your ingenuity and business genius have never failed us before, right? Actually, I wonder if the prize money mightn't end up going to some lone mechanical wizard, someone with nothing more than a diesel and a dream.
It's a Wayback Machine.
That's Jack McCornack at the wheel of a 70-mile-per-gallon car he calls Max.
Well, I'm an American male raised in the 60s, so of course I'm into cars.
Now he makes parts for do-it-yourself automakers like himself.
Well, you can't buy a fuel-efficient car anymore, so I had to make my own.
So what does his high-tech 21st century car look like?
This is Max. There's no computer in there, there's no ignition system, no spark plugs, no carburetor, none of that sissy stuff. There isn't very much on that car that isn't necessary.
By sacrificing some modern conveniences like air conditioning, Jack hopes that his eventual X Prize car will cost around $10,000 to build. For now, Max's bare-bones design makes it light and lets it sip fuel. And it's not all that fussy about what kind of fuel.
Max can run on a variety of fuels. Diesel, biodiesel. This is good, this is good. Pretty much any vegetable oil. That's good. We're gonna have to filter the chunks out of this one. And it's diesel or SVO, straight vegetable oil.
Whichever he chooses to run on, he has to use diesel oil to start it up.
When we're running the dense fuels, the vegetable oils, we run them through a heater first so that it's thin enough to go through the injector.
Max uses a 2-tank system that converted a diesel engine to use vegetable oil as well. Running on vegetable oil pollutes the air a lot less than gasoline, but it won't in itself improve your mileage much. Max is so fuel efficient because it's super light and because of its miniature 32 horsepower tractor engine.
Right now, I can go farther in a gallon of salad dressing than a Prius can go in a gallon of gasoline.
That combination of high mileage and zero gasoline made it a perfect contender for an unusual contest.
Well, Escape from Berkeley is an over-the-highway competition from Berkeley to Las Vegas. We had a gallon of fuel we could start with, but after that, we couldn't run any petroleum-based fuel, and we couldn't purchase any fuel.
So Jack and his colleague Sharon Westcott formed a team called Prisoners of Petroleum and joined a mashup of gas-free vehicles last October. They were tweaking Max as late as the night before when the weather turned cold. That's risky when you're cruising on canola and when the diesel that normally warms things up was forbidden.
I'm sure you've left a bottle of vegetable oil in your refrigerator and found that it didn't pour anymore. So we had to figure out overnight what we could do to keep our oil warm. We took the fuel tank off the back, moved it here under the hood, and that kept it nice and toasty.
And so began a 3-day, 800-mile trek. After their first gallon, Jack and Sharon had to rely on the kindness of strangers to buy them enough vegetable oil to reach Vegas. When they did, it was their lucky day.
We do believe that the grand prize goes to the Prisoners of Petroleum. The prisoners!
Everybody else had one more problem than we did, so we won.
Their jackpot? $5,000. Not a bad haul, but Jack's got his eye on the $10 million prize for hitting 100 miles a gallon. For that, Max is going to need some aerodynamic nips and tucks.
There's no top, so when air does get over all this stuff, it rolls around back here and adds more drag.
So forget that open-air look. Max 2.0 will have a roof and a sleeker form.
As slippery and streamlined as possible.
The X Prize events start this fall, and Jack looks forward to them with joyful pessimism.
Are we going to win the X Prize? Man, I sure hope not. I would be very disappointed if the automotive industry is not capable of beating a small group of yahoos from Southern Oregon. If we win the Progressive Automotive X Prize, our world is in worse trouble than I already think.